on Criminal Minds, and it wouldn't skip a beat. You'd be like, oh, okay, the new guy. Cool.
No, I think officially with the ending of Green Arrow, and not necessarily the winding down of Flash, but, I mean, Flash is coming to a plateau. You have Black Lightning, which is mediocre at best, but it has the worst ratings.
Isn't Black Lightning something that truckers take to keep them awake?
Could be.
Like, I keep my Black Lightning. Like,
you got Supergirl winding down. That's almost done as well.
Well, Supergirl, isn't that just like the same storyline as Clark Kent, only
more or less
not incestual?
Yeah. I mean, it's basically the same thing. I mean, Batgirl. I guess there was Batgirl.
Oh yeah, Batwoman.
Batwoman. Now, the one version of Batwoman,
and that had horrible ratings. Horrible.
They had two different kind of versions of Batwoman. One was Police Chief Commissioner Gordon's daughter.
That was Batgirl.
That was Batgirl, and then Batwoman, wasn't she Alfred's niece?
Cousin. Bruce Wayne's cousin.
Bruce Wayne's lesbian cousin. Yes.
Wonderful. So you got two of them in the same suit, and you're like, hold on now.
Slightly different. It's slightly different story for each of them. I mean, like, really slight. I don't know if it was necessarily the best decision on DC's part in order to bring out that particular character. Like, they probably could have done something way better.
It's like, it'd be a great solo movie that hasn't been done, to my knowledge. And if it has, it hasn't been done right. Because, I try to keep up on decent movies. When they evolved Robin into Nighthawk.
Oh, Nightwing.
Nightwing, yeah.
Nightwing,
yeah. Yeah, so if you did a solo Nightwing movie.
Even a Red Hood. Oh, that'd be great.
Even a Red Hood. Red Hood'd be perfect.
Well, whatchamacallit, on Titans, I think they're getting ready to introduce Nightwing.
Because on that.
Yeah.
Specifically with that character, in as little as a preview, you can catch the audience up because everybody already knows the backstory of Batman. So you just slide 5 seconds over that idea. Out of a 30-second preview.
Yeah.
So you slide 5 seconds over that idea. People are like, oh, so it's kind of like Batman. And then you slide another 5 seconds over, there's Robin? Are they doing Batman and Robin? And then you slide another 5 seconds over, now he's Nighthawk.
As long as they don't do it as shitty as they did Teen Titans, man. Teen Titans and a lot of people are going to put up a lot of flack. But you know what? I don't like the Teen Titans series. It's not a good series. It's not written well. It wasn't casted well.
Teen Titans is kind of like taking the plot of the Justice League and miniaturizing it to the point where they're teenagers.
Yeah.
You don't really feel like these kids can fight any crimes, and you're pretty sure that they don't. And it makes you feel like you're watching a movie, which takes away the fantasy and the authenticity of what your fantasy could be, possibly. It turns it into pure Cartoonville. It takes basically human actors and you turn them into cartoons, which is just as the articulate behavior of a Home Alone 3, where you're like, I don't know why these guys haven't died yet. I kind of bought it in the first one. I bought it in the second one because of the grittiness of the idea. But the third one, it was garbage. I agree. Yeah.
Hey, speaking of hot garbage, right? Let's cut into our
Chinese food again.
Let's cut into our meat and potatoes here. We're gonna do a little, as Sparky has the sign up right now. Little Georgia man.
Hey, make it look like I got Tourette's.
Gotta wave it, gotta see it.
You don't wave it, it was in the thing. You don't have to wave it.
You gotta talk about it in order for the camera to go over to you.
Yeah.
Oh,
oh my god. See, he doesn't like this stuff.
Georgia man.
I
hear banjos.
Georgia known for its incest, stealing, theft, backyard gunfights, and homemade manufacturing of all alcoholic products. We would like to welcome you to Georgia, man.
This is not a.
You spelled 2 words wrong on this one, and I'm not happy about it. But it is Georgia, man. They don't know how to spell down there.
This is not a spelling competition.
Sparky.
They don't know how to spell Georgia anyway.
Sparky, let's give everybody a rundown of how this game is played.
But yes, we're gonna start our fun little game off with 3 different categories of 5 stories in each thing. And if you like to play along at home, feel free. Some of the stories are true, some of the stories are false. Sometimes they're all true, sometimes they're all false. Trust me, they're not all false all the time. So if you say you're all false, you're going to be wrong. So never say all false. I mean,
That's true. And any meth-based story is usually true. That was horrible. That was horrible, just like the stories that we're going to unveil today. Now, we do give you 5 individual stories. Tell me which one is true or false. And this is how we play along. These are stories from the news.
Georgia Man.
We unveil Georgia Man. Hope you're ready for this fun fest.
If you're wondering what where Georgia is, it's north of Florida, so it's like Florida's Canada.
Yeah.
It's like Florida's Canada, but for backroom incest.
Like there's Minnesota, man, and then there's Canada.
Yeah.
Don't look at the pictures yet. Put the pictures down.
All right. Story number 1. Story number 1. Georgia man arrested for shooting an armadillo and accidentally shooting his mother-in-law. Story number 2. Georgia man arrested for DUI after handing, I couldn't even read my own writing. After handing the officer a beer when asked for his license. Story number 3. Story number 3. Georgia man arrested for indecent exposure after he was caught breaking into homes wearing nothing but a cowboy hat.
Did you go to Georgia?
Story number 4. Georgia woman arrested for misplacing her marijuana. She supposedly left it inside a burger at a fast food restaurant.
Restaurant rights.
Sounds true.
Story number 5. Georgia man arrested for making homemade pornographic soap.
Woman.
Was it?
You said that was woman. When you told
Oh,
me
I'm sorry. Sorry, it is a woman. She was arrested for making homemade pornographic soap.
I don't want to know.
They're all true. I don't care. They're all true. I'm going.
You know what? I had quotes on it, so I didn't have to keep on saying Georgia man.
She's making dirty soap. I like it. She should bring that shit on Shark Tank. You know, just a bunch of. For 5% of my company.
Pornographic soap.
Unshaped anything would count as a pornographic anything.
There it is, brother. All right, Sparkles, we're going to start off with you. We're going to go with true or false. All true, all false. Going all true.
They're all true.
The only one I'm going false on is cowboy hat, man.
Ooh.
They're all true.
That sounds salty right there.
They're all true. They're all
Going false on that one.
No, they're all true. Listen.
Listen, they're all true.
On a pink Speedo bikini thing, he's wearing a cowboy hat.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's Georgia. They're not known for their hat wearing down there.
Yes, they are.
Well, Georgia, are they really?
Yeah. I've been to Georgia plenty of times.
Remember the movie Smokey and the Bandit?
They're very pleasant
Maybe
in
they
Georgia.
Are known for their
Very
hat
pleasant.
down there. All right, I'll go all true also.
All right, we're all going all true. All right, we're going to start out with story numero uno. Numero
Put the
uno.
picture up yet.
I'm right here.
All right, story number 1. Georgia man arrested for shooting armadillo and accidentally shooting his mother-in-law. True story.
True story.
It is a true story. Apparently, while shooting at a stuffed armadillo outside of a restaurant, his gun discharged into the wall, apparently shooting his mother-in-law inside.
That's one way to get rid rid of the mother-in-law.
Sparky,
right?
let's see that beautiful bean footage. Go ahead. You gotta say something.
Take a look at it. You tell me.
I did not know it. It was illegal to shoot an armadillo. And I like the fact that it's spelled armadillo.
Yeah, he spelled armadillo wrong. So that
This is not
look,
a spelling contest.
not a
but if
spelling
it was,
contest.
You'd be booted out.
Yeah.
Real hard.
Yeah.
Well,
Fantastic. Fantastic. Good job. Story number two. Georgia man arrested for DUI after handing the officer a beer. He handed the officer a beer when asked for his license.
Oh, man.
You know this is a true story. Let me just say that Georgia people are known for their drinking. And this was a super huge story that I actually found on several different websites. That's how popular the story was.
Did the cop ended up charging with a bribe? License and registration, please. There you go.
Here's some Michelob.
Ruin the picture.
Oh, okay.
Picture up. Because
I don't know
Kevin
the
ruined it.
License and registration, please. Here, hold my beer.
You spelled license wrong.
That's okay. Not a spelling contest.
This is not a spelling contest.
I did not see that picture in advance, Sparky. There's no way for me to know that's where you were going.
Let me just say, Budweiser is a king of beers, but not when you're handing it to a cop to give him your license.
You're telling me your name is Anheuser-Busch? Yes, sir, it is.
I am the king of beer. Here, hold this.
They checked the born on date and charged the guy with pedophilia. You're putting your lips on this Budweiser?
Yeah, way to go.
I like them newer than that.
You can't see it.
All right. Story number 3. Georgia man arrested for indecent exposure after he was caught breaking into homes wearing nothing but a cowboy hat.
True.
Oh, you know this is true.
That's sandwiches.
You know this is a true story.
Kevin's like, that one's false. I'm like, what is it?
Now, unfortunately, I don't know if this is actually a meth story, but Sparky, say something so the camera goes to you.
Oh, okay, there we go. How's that picture? Read a long time now.
Help, my lasso is stuck in the window.
But it was a man.
He's trying to climb in the window.
Okay.
Think about it.
It's a thinking picture. But you know what? Quality nonetheless. Apparently, he went house to house to house, man. He did a lot of indecent exposure. Yeah, he was breaking into houses with just his cowboy hat on. Good for him. Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah, quality. Story number 4. Georgia woman arrested for misplacing her marijuana inside a burger at a fast food restaurant.
True.
I couldn't even make that story up. That is a very true story. Apparently, when you don't order extra pickles, but you get half a smoked joint in your Wendy's cheeseburger.
Wait, so the customer or the employee made the employee work?
Take a look at the picture. Take look at what I did. A green W.
I got your quarter pounder. Wink, wink.
Wink, wink.
And they complained that there were drugs in their food that could have made their food taste better?
Clearly, a half-lit rolled joint in your burger is enough to get you arrested in the state of Georgia.
Yo, Wendy's tastes like a fucking half-lit rolled joint most of the time. How did they tell the difference?
That is very true.
They must
Very
examine the burger a little bit and say, like, what if they didn't put those onions on there? Oh, my God, a half-lit joint.
Whoa!
Or,
It's like my lucky day.
Yeah, that's like finding a $20 bill in your burger and being like, call the police. Call the police.
Oh, it's tainted.
This might be stolen money.
Story number 5. Georgia woman arrested for making homemade pornographic soap. Sparky, let's see the picture.
Let's see the picture first. Go ahead. Let's see it, because we know it's a true story.
If you got Dirty D soap,